Supermarkets in England to be barred from displaying unhealthy food and drinks at checkouts or using them in buy one, get one free offers, as part of proposed government crackdown on obesity. Number 10 also plans to stop multi-buy offers on foodstuffs high in sugar and fat from 2022.
Here's a summary of the article.
Supermarkets in England are to be barred from displaying unhealthy food and drinks at checkouts or using them in buy one, get one free offers, as part of a proposed government crackdown on obesity. Similar rules will apply for websites, banning sales links to unhealthy foods on places such as home pages, or at checkout or payment pages. The rules about promotions, which would also stop all bulk buy offers on high-fat or high-sugar food and drinks, would only apply to larger retailers, those with 50 or more employees. The limits on where unhealthy foods can be located is for shops over more than 2,000 square feet, with exemptions for specialist retailers such as chocolate shops. Caroline Cerny from Obesity Health Alliance, which groups together more than 40 health organizations, medical colleges and campaign groups, said the hope was promotions would be put on healthier foods. The definition of high-fat or high-sugar food and drink will be based on existing guidelines but includes items such as chocolate and sweets, crisps, soft drinks and sugary milk or juice drinks, cakes, pastries and puddings, biscuits, cereals, yogurts, pizza, ready meals and chips. The government argues that rather than saving people money, promotions on unhealthy items tend to mean people simply buy more, while end-of-aisle displays can boost soft drinks sales by 50%. Creating an environment which helps everyone eat healthier foods more regularly is crucial to improving the health of the nation, said Joe Churchill, the public health minister.
This post received a score of 26,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's called a child-size soda because it is the size of a child. P&R. Paunch Burger recently announced new drink sizes. There's a 64-ounce version, most people would call it a large but they call it a regular. Then there's a horrifying 512-ounce option called child-sized. How is this a child-sized soda? Well, it's roughly the size of a 2-year-old child, if the child were liquefied. And it's great for the consumer, at just 1.50 puts trash can-sized soda cup overhead. I'm sorry Miss Pinewood, but why would anybody need this much soda? It's not my place to speak for the consumer, but everybody should buy it. Audible groan.
And the relevant video. YouTube gave me a Wendy's ad after that video. LMAO.
Sir, this is a Wendy's ad.
Greater than in England, 63% of adults are classified as overweight or living with obesity, while a third of children leave primary school overweight or obese. Oh my eyes.
61% in Germany overweight, 64% in Canada, 65% in Scotland, 69% in USA. So many countries need to do more to tackle weight problems. Pretty sure all those %s are increasing every year too.
I wonder how those numbers have climbed this year with the pandemic.
I wonder regularly what the US would look like if corn subsidies were turned into fresh fruit and vegetable subsidies.
Fruit-based refined sugars would replace corn-based refined sugars as the cheapest sugar source, and get used in the same heavily processed junk foods as today in similar amounts. The thing to keep in mind with corn subsidies is that it is indirectly a huge meat subsidy too, and meat isn't inherently unhealthy, even if ecologically problematic.
Greater than the thing to keep in mind with corn subsidies is that it is indirectly a huge meat subsidy too, and meat isn't inherently unhealthy. To play devil's advocate, neither is corn inherently unhealthy. Just like meat, what's unhealthy about it is the forms and excessive quantity of it that people consume. I do personally believe that education is a better solution than simply imposing restrictions that make junk foods prohibitively expensive, but it isn't too hard to make the argument that this hasn't worked, so doing away with these subsidies and imposing additional taxes and whatnot to curtail excessive fast food and meat consumption is the right thing to do due to the massive health and environmental burden these things impose.
What about this sort of thing?
Just gonna be that guy who works in a supermarket and say, this is good for obesity and that shit, but most people don't know how much food is thrown away. A lot of fresh produce is just gone, and don't get me started on the meat.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.